Class 12th, Subject Physics, 8th chapter, Electrostatics. From this chapter, let us consider the point potential energy of a dipole in an external field. That is, when any electric dipole is placed in an external electric field, what will be its potential energy? In order to obtain the expression for that potential energy of the electric dipole, consider an electric dipole consisting of two charges minus q and plus q separated by a finite distance 2l. That is 2l represents length of this electric dipole. Then this electric dipole is placed in external electric field E such that the length of electric dipole makes an angle theta with the direction of electric field. Now when that electric dipole is placed in external electric field, at that time the plus q charge will be acted upon by the force QE in the direction of electric field, and minus q charge will be acted upon by minus QE force in the opposite direction to that of electric field. As two equal and opposite forces are acting on the electric dipole, that's why it will get rotated. Now this torque acting on the electric dipole is given by the formula force into perpendicular distance between the two forces. Now force acting in magnitude is QE and the perpendicular distance between these two forces is equal to AC. From the geometry, AC represents opposite side to this angle theta, and that's why we have to define sin theta. So sin theta will be equal to AC upon AB, but AB is 2L, and therefore AC will be equal to AB into sin theta, that is 2L sin theta, and therefore torque is equal to QE into 2L sin theta. But Q into 2L represents P, and therefore into E sin theta we will get PE sin theta, which will be written as the vector product of vector P and vector E. So this torque acting is equal to vector P cross vector E equal to PE sin theta, and therefore in order to neutralize this torque, some external torque must be exerted on this electric dipole. Now when that external torque is acting on that electric dipole, the electric dipole will get displaced from initial angle theta 0 to final angle theta, and therefore work will be done. Now this work done by the external torque is given as W equal to integration theta 0 to theta torque external at theta into d theta. That will be equal to integration theta 0 to theta PE sin theta d theta. Now PE factor is constant, therefore it is taken out of integration, and therefore W equal to PE integration theta 0 to theta sin theta d theta. But integration sin theta d theta will be equal to minus cos theta, and therefore that work done W equal to PE into minus cos theta from theta 0 to theta. Therefore W equal to PE into minus cos theta minus of cos theta 0, but here minus of minus cos theta 0 will become plus cos theta 0, and therefore W equal to PE into minus cos theta plus cos theta 0. Now rearranging the terms, we can write W equal to PE into cos theta 0, as it is positive taken first, minus cos theta. This work done is stored in the form of potential energy in that electric dipole, and therefore change in potential energy when it is displaced from theta 0 to theta, U theta minus U theta 0 equal to PE into cos theta 0 minus cos theta. Now there will be two cases. So in the first case, if initially the dipole is perpendicular to the direction of electric field, then initial angle theta 0 will be equal to pi by 2, and hence potential energy U equal to Pe into cos pi by 2 minus cos 0, that will be equal to minus Pe cos theta, that is equal to minus P dot vector E. In this case, cos pi by 2 will be equal to 0, that's why we will get this relation. Then second case, if initially the dipole is parallel to the direction of electric field, if the dipole is parallel, then initial angle theta 0 equal to 0, and hence potential energy U will be equal to P into cos 0 minus cos theta. But cos 0 is 1, and therefore that energy equal to P into 1 minus cos theta. Now let us consider the next point, that is polar and non-polar dielectrics. What are the polar molecules and what are the non-polar molecules? Let us consider first the polar molecules. So for simplicity here, one molecule is shown consisting of positive charge and negative charge. Then in this case, this molecule is asymmetric in shape, that is the center of mass of the positive charge and the center of mass of the negative charge will not coincide, and that's why this molecule is the polar molecule. And therefore the molecule in which the center of mass of the positive charges, that is protons, and the center of mass of the negative charges, that is electrons, do not coincide, that is do not lie at the same point, such molecule is called as polar molecule. And therefore in this case, the center of mass of this positive charge and the center of mass of the negative charge will not coincide, because center of mass of positive charge will be at the center of this circle and center of mass of the negative charge will lie here at the center, and therefore they are not coinciding, hence it is polar molecule. For example, HCl molecule is considered. In this case, the center of mass of the positive charge for both these atoms and the center of mass of the negative charge for both will not lie at the same place, and hence it is the polar molecule. Similarly, in case of H2O molecule, the center of mass of all the positive charge and the center of mass of all the negative charge again will not coincide, will not lie at the same point, so that it is polar molecule. On the other hand, in case of non-polar molecule, if you consider this general example of the molecule, it is symmetric in shape, and therefore the center of mass of this positive charge and the center of mass of this negative charge will lie at the same point, that is they are coinciding, hence this molecule will be non-polar molecule. That is the molecule in which the center of mass of the positive charges, that is protons, and the center of mass of the negative charges, that is electrons, coincide each other. Such type of molecule is called as non-polar molecule. For example, if you consider hydrogen molecule, then the center of mass of the positive charge as well as the center of mass of the negative charge will coincide here, and that's why it is non-polar molecule. Similarly, in case of carbon dioxide CO2 molecule, the center of mass of all the positive charge and center of mass of all the negative charge will again coincide at the center, and that's why it is non-polar molecule.